What up, y'all? We're doing this book club for My Contrary Mary.
I love these covers. Hello, T. I think T is the only one that read it.
Cool. I read it.
Shocking.
I finished it. It's Friday.
So, we'll wait a second to see if anyone else came on.
Didn't you say T didn't like it?
I think she gave it like a 3.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, T. Can you make that go over here or something?
What?
The chat, so I can read it.
I can make the chat go over there, yeah.
Pop out.
But you said that. You just pointed at nothing.
So yeah, remind me what you gave this, T. I want to know. I think you gave it a 3. She said she read it last year, like in December. It's barely last year.
Yeah, you read it last month is the term that you want to use, not last year.
Hi, Jessica.
That makes it sound like super long ago.
Yeah.
It's like when you say to somebody in December, like, I'll see you next year.
She said a 3, I think, yes. I would say this is probably
my least favorite
one.
one.
Favorite. Yeah.
Agreed.
It's sad because we finally got T to read one and it's
the
not
worst
my
one.
Favorite.
Yeah. So
I think this is probably the first one that won't be a 5-star.
This is the 4th one, right?
Yeah.
My issues that I had with it is it wasn't very funny.
Not all, no.
It had like a couple of funny things that a couple times I was like, I didn't even make a noise. I was just like,
there were a couple parts that made me really giddy and warm inside, and I liked a lot, but it was like few and far between. Like it was very few moments, and usually there's several.
There's a part in Soul Brand that I was like getting emotional, bro.
We're not talking about that.
I know,
book.
but we're talking about getting emotional, right? And I was just like, yo, you did it. You did it, Andy. Andy Rowe, you did it.
No, this story wasn't funny. The only parts that I thought were great. Okay.
There was the whole like potion thing, which was just like a catch-all. Like anything that they needed, they could just make a potion. They were like, make everybody into animals, potion. Give you superpowers to be able to see through walls, potion. Make yourself invisible, potion. Literally, she could become a god.
I feel like there were enough drawbacks, though. Like either she couldn't find an antidote, or
what are you talking about?
didn't work properly. Aristotle's the one that was making.
There were
potions.
no antidotes for anything. They were just superpower potions.
No, there was one I think, or there were time limits. Like the king lost his sight, but it was for like a certain amount of time, or she had to give him
that was on
antidote.
Purpose. She did that on purpose. It was basically like anything they wanted, she could just make.
Her poor friend as like a
guinea pig.
Yeah.
And she transformed into a guinea pig.
But
as well.
My 2 favorite parts were the Titanic reference and the Star Wars reference. When they said like glowing swords of light and blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh my God, that was so great. I feel like half the time these books, they usually have hilarious moments mixed with kind of nostalgic type moments. And it had the nostalgia sort of, but it didn't have the humor that it usually does.
Yeah, it definitely was not as good. It was by far the worst one.
I probably liked the first one.
I also feel like it was the one that mattered the most. Like what they were doing like was a big deal, you know? Granted, the last one kind of was too.
She said everything was too easy. I mean, these books are always kind of like that though, where like the plot isn't the main thing.
She's wrong. She's lying. You can't say things like that. You're just saying that the other books are better, and now you're saying that the other books are all like that too. I disagree. I don't think that the other ones are written the same way as this. They're written the same way, but I don't think that the story is the same. I think this is by far the weakest story. You would like the other ones better. Yeah, for sure. Like this one was definitely, it was, the potion thing is I feel like what really took it away from me, because it was like pretty much anything that they needed. She could just like literally see through walls, become invisible.
This stuff didn't bother me. I don't know why.
But that's a superpower.
They turn into mice and junk.
Okay, listen. That's a genetic thing that also she got the ability. She made a potion that could make everyone into that now. literally breaking the whole world.
What about the cameos of the old characters?
That was fine. I feel like it wasn't as like
Iconic.
light as the other ones because it was just like, yep, we're here. Takes place in the same time, just a little bit later. You know, we're older now, but again, the potion broke it broke the world for me because it literally she made a potion that made everyone into like the other race, pretty much.
Iridians or whatever.
Like imagine if like you could just make a potion and it would make everyone into a Jedi. Problem solved.
Yeah, but people didn't like that.
But if they were one, if they became one, then they would either have to kill themselves or deal with it. You could just literally poison the water supply. And then that would solve everyone's problem. Everybody would be a whatever they called. Was it Verde? What was it?
I thought they were Iridians or something like that.
Iridian? That sounds like a stone.
Right.
I don't know. But anyway, that broke it for me. That when that started happening, and then
Idians.
Yeah. So when that happened, I was just like, no.
Iridian is from something else.
This is.
She said, I enjoyed the historical characters, but all the magic stuff didn't work for me. I mean, all of these books are like that, though. Like, all of them have magic in it and of some sort. Like, they literally all do. There's some sort of supernatural element. Usually some type of shape-shifting. As far as the potions,
well, no,
I
there
guess
was a
it's
ghost
kind of
one.
magical. Yeah, there was a ghost one, too. I feel like the next one should be fun with the Frankenstein one.
I hope so. I mean, I'm not, like, deterred from reading them, like, in the future. That's fine. I just...
What did you rate it?
Probably like a 3.5 to 4. I'll decide when we
Wow.
do our thing.
I was going to give it a 4.5.
It just, like...
I still enjoyed it. Like, I had a fun time reading it, but it definitely didn't make me laugh or as, like, excited as the other ones.
Me too, yeah. It wasn't as fun.
I feel like because it's so mediocre, we're 6 minutes in and I'm, like, out of stuff to
Well, no,
say.
like, I mean, okay, so I don't get how you don't think that the potion thing, like, that, I don't know, that's like giving them Tony Stark and, like, a magical box that could just make anything. They're like, here, let's just stick this one. She's a god. She could do anything with those potions. She literally, in like a couple of days, figured out how to make somebody turn into an animal. Like, what? How does that work? And also, like, seeing through walls or becoming invisible. Granted, those were both accidents because she was trying to make him not see, but it made him not see the wall or whatever. But still, it's like she could pretty much do. And at first, it was just like, oh, a potion that makes you relax. Okay, so like pot or something, you know, or like okay, that's reasonable. I can fathom that, or I can
sure
believe
they had
it.
stuff like that back in the day.
Yeah, it was poison, probably. It was probably some sort of poison because that's what alcohol is. It's poison.
Not poison, but it was like a narcotic, basically.
No, but
like
I'm saying that's what alcohol is.
seeds
Alcohol
or
is
whatever.
yeah, alcohol is a poison though, and that's why your body goes, whoa, what's happening? You know, like
The fact that they had potions for everything and they didn't really a challenge or anything to fight. Oh, they didn't have a challenge.
well, the challenge was their whole situation. So another thing that I think was really deterred us from liking it more was the fact that they were all royalty. And when you're looking at royalty in the story, it's a lot harder to connect with them and feel bad for them. It's like, oh, you're gonna marry a king. Oh no. Oh, you're gonna be queen of like 2 different lands. Oh, I should feel bad for you. Oh, you have servants that bring you your food and rub your feet all the time. Oh no. Oh, you're just so stressful. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, my mother-in-law is super mean. It's like, shut up. Like, what about all the peasants? Literally all the peasants.
You have to realize too, though, like, and this did happen a lot in reality, is like they killed each other off a lot. Like, they're like, oh, you're in my way.
And then
I'm going to kill you. And there's always like a threat.
What about the people that just died from being alive?
Yeah.
They died because they were
I would
alive.
have been long dead.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, it's just people wouldn't make it to like 30.
No.
Like, if you made it to 30, you were an old man or woman.
I definitely would have died a long time
so
ago.
that's my point. It's
Like
just like I feel
tonsillitis or
like
something.
because of that, it took away from the character and feeling bad when you were supposed to feel bad for them. You know, like I think they should have focused more
Well,
on.
Aristotle was kind of
Don't say the main character because she was not the main character.
no, there were three characters always pretty much, but like she was the most peasant like,
Well, yeah, of course.
which we were through her eyes.
And then I also don't like the whole like court thing, like the
But
being
the
a
first
part
one
of.
was like that.
It was less though, she wasn't like a princess, right?
She was. She was marrying a prince.
A prince?
Yeah, he was the one that turned into the horse.
Yeah, no, I know that, and she was like a weasel or something, right?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember.
But I don't know. I just feel like those characters were just more. Like she wasn't a queen, you know. Like I don't know. It was written differently. It was just so much more fun, and they didn't want to do it. That was another thing, right? Like he didn't want to be king. Like that was his whole, or be a prince. He like hated it. It was something like that. Now I don't remember. But it
They
was
did
that.
talk
But also
about-
they didn't have a person that just like made the Infinity Stones and gave it to them. Do you know what I mean? Like that's. I don't know why I keep going back to some of the Marvel universe, but that's what it seems like. It just that was so overpowered. Like literally, she could just make a potion that makes her into the Hulk back into Marvel. Make her into the Hulk, and she could just kill the queen, and everything would have been solved. You know, she could have just had like if you could just somebody could just say, "Hey, make me a potion that makes somebody into an animal," and you're like, "Okay, give me like 2 hours." If that happens, then you should be able to make a potion that makes you into like a superhero. And she could have done that before the book even started and solved all their problems and just taken over the whole world. The end.
Wow.
That ruined.
We didn't talk about this beforehand, so I didn't know how you felt
That
about
ruined
this.
the book. Like that was my least. If everything else, if that wasn't in it, they would have had to figure out other ways to solve their problems because every problem they had was Aristotle save us.
Yeah, I do see that.
Even when he got sent away, which what? He got sent away. He got changed into his frog form and then got sent away. And then she like started making her own lab, right?
Lab.
Aristotle, and when she
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So she like made her own lab.
I think they took him away though, so they didn't kill him. He was hiding.
First of all, that's stupid.
Why?
If the queen
like
wanted,
T said in that period they killed people for no reason.
then
all
she
the
should
time.
have just killed them. If that's what you just said to me, then sure, just kill him then. Solve your problems. If I was taking over, like if I was trying to like, say that my son died and I'm going to go as far as to, banish him, I'm just going to kill him.
What?
Problem solved.
Oh,
If I'm
my
crazy enough to do that, I think he would appreciate it a little bit instead of sending him out to go live on the streets after being like, how old were they? Like 16?
I don't know. No, probably
Um,
younger.
So even worse. So he's a child and he's supposed to like go live as a peasant now after living his whole, he doesn't know how to fold his sheets.
Just get a cat. It's fine.
Jeez.
Wow, I didn't know you disliked this book so much.
I don't. I'm just giving you my issues with it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know you felt so nothingness about this book.
I feel I really have a hard time.
So you didn't like it?
I didn't love it.
So what didn't you love about it?
It gave me some warm and fuzzies.
Okay,
and like,
you already said that. What
I
didn't you
enjoyed
like?
my time reading it. So
What didn't you like?
The lack of humor, and it just felt different than the others.
Okay, what? What felt different?
It wasn't as funny. I didn't
You
like
already
the
said that.
characters as much. I guess I didn't like the overall story as much.
Okay, what parts of the story didn't you like? I'm just trying to help you.
I don't
put
know.
your. Okay. Do you remember what happens in the story?
Yes.
I love
It
how
was too
you're
much
getting
like
frustrated.
watching I felt like I was watching like the other Bolin girl or something.
Never watched it. Sounds terrible.
It's just like
I will never watch that. No, actually, didn't you make me watch that?
I don't think so.
I think you did. Kristen Dunst.
No, I didn't make you watch that either.
Is that in it? Is she in
Kirsten
it?
Dunst is in the Marie Antoinette one.
Oh,
I definitely did not make
you
you
made me
that.
watch some.
I watched it a long time ago.
You made me watch some princess-ish movie once. I know you did. I know you did.
I mean,
and it was
it's
in this house.
possible.
It was in this goddamn house.
I haven't seen the other Boleyn Girl since we moved here.
I'm pretty sure we did.
I made you watch like Memoirs of a Geisha.
No. That I had already watched. I don't think I had. You also really like The Last Samurai, which is a terrible movie.
I do.
It's a terrible movie.
It's not terrible.
It is. It's a terrible movie, and I don't know why you like it so much. I actually know exactly why you like it, but those
Japanese
are,
lore.
But it's just the other part of it that's not the Japanese part. That's the part that why I don't like it. Is all the non-Japanese parts of it. That's what I don't like about it, and that's enough to make me not like it.
Are the people that turn into animals supposed to be rare? I don't think so. I don't think they're supposed to be rare per se, but they are like frowned upon for some reason.
Because they turn into animals.
I guess rare. They are more rare than regular people. Because she's surrounded, all of her friends can do it. One of her friends did it, but that's it, I thought.
Are you kidding me? One of them's a dog. One of them's a birdie.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one is something else. Isn't there 4 of her friends? They can all do it. They all transform.
I only remember
they
the dog
all
and
transform,
the bird.
dude. That's why they had to travel by themselves, because they needed to transform. Bro, I'm really thirsty.
You want my tea?
No.
It's not regular tea. It's called rooibos.
It's terrible. Dirty water.
It's like a red bush tea.
It's weird because like it literally just tastes like dirty water. Hot, and it's hot. If it was like cold dirty water, that's like, okay, maybe that's drinkable, but it's just like a hot dirty water just sounds so much more gross. It's like piss. Like I would much rather drink cold piss than warm piss. Right? If I had to drink piss, cold piss would be my piss, my piss of choice would be cold piss.
So, I really hope somebody likes this book.
I really hope so too. I feel like these book club books
I just want
have been shite.
I've been wanting a chilling book so bad. I mean, if there's one thing to go for this book, it's short.
Look. You got to realize that for chilling, we watch stuff.
I know.
We don't
Hey, look at all these
stuff.
posters, pictures, I mean. What is that?
That's somebody hiding when they got arrested.
What? There's
You're getting stuff spoiled, Meek.
There's pictures in the back. Anyway, so this book is only 300 pages. That's really small.
Oh my god.
So
how many pages was
5 something, 514.
Well, the one that I'm reading right now, I still got 6 hours left in my book.
Well, you suck and you don't read enough
T,
anymore.
Are you still here? Did you read Soul Brand? Sorry, I'm getting off topic.
So this book, when's our book club? She said, I really hope I'm not the only one that will read it. Me too.
T, I'll read it. I will read it. It's just going to be us again. And then Jessica will pop in, just popping in to say hi, guys, and then leave us.
Chelsea seemed really interested in this, and I think so did Bree, so maybe they'll read it too. This one was one I kind of felt like people probably wouldn't read, but I wanted to read it.
I'm always very disappointed in you guys.
Wow.
And by
by
you guys, I mean everyone that's not here right now. All right?
Oh,
all the ones that are here, I'm proud of you. But the ones that aren't here, the ones that are
I'm going to read it.
Let's
and
read it together. Blah, blah, blah. And then we're like, cool, let's do it. Let's tell everybody that we're reading it. And then it's like, oh yeah, no, I didn't read it. I read all my other books that I read 100 books this month, but not the one that I was supposed to.
Anyway, let me know if you guys plan on reading this in a comment, because there's only 2 of you on right now. But I hope I like this. I want a chilling kind of creepy book. There is more chance Chelsea will read that one. I agree. Hello, Exile. They said Soulbrand was good, but not as good as the previous ones. Felt like quite a bit of filler.
I feel like all of the the 6 Sacred Sword books are all filler because they're prequels. They're somebody literally in the present story telling a story about the past. So to me, it's a filler. And
yeah,
it's,
but they're fun. I read the one, but it was fun.
Yeah, no, I enjoy
It was my favorite one.
I got probably about 8 or 9 hours left of it. So I'm about over halfway through. And dude, it's dense, Meek. Like if you ever read it, it's dense.
They're all dense.
A lot happens. It's like a lot happens. But I
feel like I need a recap of every Andrew Rowe book I've ever read.
It is all about like Karis though. It's like about Karis. It's
T's boyfriend.
It's about Karis and I forgot her name and Dawn Riva, right? No. I've never said her name out loud. The dragon.
I don't remember.
But mostly about him.
It's a huge book. Wait, did you read it, T? I don't think she answered you.
No, she did. She said no.
Oh, I didn't read it yet. I see. Yeah, it's big.
I'm reading it right now. Like I said, I'm pretty far into it.
She's like, I keep pushing it off for later.
Yeah, I'm a little over half an hour. Halfway. I have about 11 hours at normal speed. 6.29 or 6.5 at my speed. I listened to it a bit yesterday. I'm liking it. It has the same, like I always go into it like I don't expect any real things to happen.
Epic stuff.
You know, but you are finding out.
You just expect like a good time.
You are finding out more like he's trying to still figure out his whole time thing, you know? I don't want to give it away for people that haven't read it.
You'll have to explain it to me later.
Okay. All right.
Did you
read all the
No.
The mirror books?
I read 2.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. You don't know about the time thing then.
Wibbly bobbly.
But I really want like another of the Arcane Ascension books because like that's the current.
How many of those are out? 3.
That's the current story. I feel like this is like a
side quest.
No, but like a Disney Plus show that I'm watching right now, waiting for like the next Avengers to come out, you know? But yeah, it's still good though. Like the Disney Plus stuff is good. It's just, you know, it can't do too much. It has to kind of be a little more tame. But granted, the power scaling is like crazy. Like Karis is fighting these like people that are so strong, and I'm just like, geez, how strong is he? Geez, how strong is this other person?
Like Goku.
And then you go back to this other like the present time, and it's just like the kids are just like shit. Like they just suck. Like compared to like the people that he's fighting, they're all right for the people
that look up to Karis. They're like, oh my god, he's a god.
Yeah,
basically.
no, I mean he pretty much is. Yeah, we don't really even know exactly what he is. That's the coolest part. Is like,
hello, Kerbo.
And he just kind of keeps like changing. Like we're just like, well, is he this? Oh no, I don't know. Maybe he's this. Oh, maybe he's this other thing. And it's just like, what are you? I love.
Wow, I need my roots done bad. Look at that.
Yeah, you should shave your head. Then you wouldn't have to worry about it.
All right, guys. We have some videos to finish filming.
All right, guys. Thanks for thanks for reading the book with us.
Hope you guys join us.
What is it called?
Chasing the Boogeyman.
The Bogeyman.
Richard Shizmar.
Yeah, I don't know if you're saying that right, Meek. This is a Shizmar.
Co-author with Stephen King.
You're gonna knock over that book. You didn't even like read the synopsis or anything?
No, I did. Not here, but
I mean, okay.
Apparently he writes a lot of stuff with Stephen King. Sometimes they'll tell you in the back how to say people's names, but he didn't put it in there. So
word.
Oh, hello, Karen Marino. Hello. Oh no, wait. T said hi. Hello, Jackson Berry. We're getting off now. Hope you guys read the next book with us, and that's it. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.